Yo, this is O Sarah Beats from Columbus, Ohio.
Yes.
I'm a music producer,
Yes.
and I'm here with Reveal Nation at Bar 2 in Middletown, Ohio.
Mhm.
I'm sitting here with Miss Jardani from
Yes.
Cincinnati, Ohio, born and raised. She has many, many different roles. She has many businesses that she'd like to talk about today. So I'm going to let her tell you about it. But we have Miss Jardani here. Tell us about your
Hi.
businesses.
Well, I have many entities right inside of my one business. I am a businesswoman. So me myself, I am the representative. I am the stand-in. I am the foundation on top of God that has already built my foundation. And so in that, I'm an all-around creative. I draw, I paint. I'm an abstract artist, but I'm an abstract artist, but I also do portraits. Also do landscaping. I write anything that could be written, all type of stories, all type of script. I can style, I can design, I can direct, I can produce. I just opened up my art gallery. It's like an expression shop, is what I call it, because it's not just about the art in there. I spiritually heal people along the way. I have been holistically working with families and singles and children and elderly since I was about 15. So this is just an ongoing, bring it all together, hand it down to my son, next generation's situation that I have been determined to. My grand opening was last month, September 10th. I'm excited about that. Her name is Buttercup, located downtown Cincinnati, Pendleton's Art Center. Okay. And my son, he's 9 years old. He is the manager of the shop, so he has definitely taken on his responsibility as the man in this family because I'm a single mother, so it's just me and him. So he does his role. I help a couple other business owners in their process. I advise a few other business owners. I consult with a lot of artists. I have clients where I help them with their development in their artistry, whether it's music, poetry, acting, dancing, any type of skill that they want to move forward in, but they want to perfect it. I offer all those services along with your spiritual healing anytime that you come in contact with me.
Awesome. See, I wasn't lying when I said she does many different things. So, what inspired you to start your business?
Inspired me was my struggle. I grew up in Avondale, Cincinnati, Ohio, Rockdale to Dead End, and we faced a lot of things. My friends faced a lot of things. They family faced a lot of things. I've always been aware of emotions, humanity, how we move through life, what affects us, what don't affect us, how we can help each other, how we can't, how we ignore each other, and the sympathy and compassion that we can have for each other. And so learning all that and seeing all that at such a young age and experiencing such great loss repeatedly and outside being a battlefield basically, you know what I'm saying? My home was a battlefield also, so wanting everything other than that, you know what I'm saying? Wanting to know what love was, wanting to know how to express it, wanting to know how to share it with people, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody want to feel the same thing that I want to feel. And so I had all these talents and all these entities and gifts, and so I had to sit and figure out how I could give all of this back
Right.
to humanity. So that was
Okay.
the start.
Now you mentioned your son. He manages the company, correct?
Yes.
What are some of his roles? I'm just curious. He's 9 years old. So
Yes.
what is it that he's doing? What are some of his day-to-day activities that you have this young man doing?
Well, he must keep up our promotion and our marketing amongst his peers, and
Right.
keep them coming in signed up, fresh and ready to
Okay.
come into all of the classes. Run back and tell their parents that we got classes at Buttercup. JCon got a class. JCon, you, you feel me? That's his duty. His duty is to stand well, represent himself well when we are in the face of anybody. And he does that anyway on a daily basis. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but standing in that as a young man, knowing numbers, the numbers, the books for the company, knowing our clients, having that interaction, knowing how to speak to people, responsibility, having responsibility because he has it and he has to stick to it or he will be
Yes.
fired
At 9 years old.
at 9 years old.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So, um, I noticed that I checked out your outfit when I first met you.
Did
Now
you?
I know you're in the art world, but do you do any styling for any artists or like myself? I'm a producer, so do you step outside of the art world and do some styling for entertainers as well?
I do. I have before. And I also style just everyday people,
Okay.
everyday moms, everyday girls, women that's just wanting to add more, you know what I'm saying, to that situation. And then like on sets, on creative sets, like I'm so abstract that my style is just like this is just like I don't know, this is just like
This
some
is
normal
just
shit
a
right now.
small thing,
Yeah, like this is
scribble
some
and
normal
short.
like
Yeah.
throwing right now. But like when
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, like it's a whole almost extravagant thing.
Okay.
I don't think I got to my extravagant yet, but it's almost there.
Well, can we just show the outfit? From the animal
Yes.
print shoes to
Yes, yes.
the shorts. Not to mention that we're matching. We didn't
Yes,
plan
yes,
that.
yes, yes. Love, love, love. You know.
So, what are some of the challenges you faced in 2020? And of course, we're talking about COVID, and then some of the other challenges you faced as well.
Well, the beginning of this year, I came into this year with a great loss with my family, dealing with my family. Then, February the 1st, I lost my younger brother, my mom's only son. She only got two children, it's me and him. So, that has been a great loss for us, and it has been a great struggle to just show up every day after that. You know what I'm saying? And still get things done and still be successful because I really don't have no time to not be. So
Right.
you
I
have
understand.
to. That's a struggle and staying forward and staying on top of everything that you got to stay on top of, and then getting. I guess that wasn't really a struggle for this year because people had that understanding. So that wasn't a struggle,
Okay.
but
Now, how has COVID affected your business and your personal life?
girl. Well, business wise, COVID affected my business in a positive way.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
Contrary to what has been going on, and I know that it has affected, and I know that it has affected many companies, many industries, due to just how they were moving, due to what their blueprint was. So for me, my blueprint has always been personal. My blueprint has always been spiritual. My blueprint has always been in your face, knowing you, connected with you. So COVID has made I homeschooled my son from the womb till he was up to 3. The only reason he got out of homeschool was because my baby daddy, but you feel me? That's another topic. Nonetheless,
That's a
I'm
topic, y'all.
all for the in home, the togetherness, the growth, the spiritual growth, the in your face type of situation. And so COVID has made women be mothers, has made men be fathers, have made families be families, have allowed children to actually bond with their parents, actually express themselves to their parents. You know what I'm saying? It has allowed people to learn how to survive in reality. You know what I'm saying? Instead of things being such a fucking dream or such a sorry, I don't know if I'm able to cuss, but
You're fine.
such an
Okay.
such a out there, you know what I'm saying, and not focusing on your center, your core, you, your spirit, your heart, what you teaching your children, what you showing your children, what you showing your neighbor's children or whatever, what are you giving to humanity? And so for me, COVID has had a positive effect because it has brought everybody back to a center, and that's beneficial in my business because I'm ready. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? For those that I'm supposed to be here for, and they are ready in this time. So COVID has produced that for me and my business in our forwardness.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
Yes.
Because we already know, unfortunately, a lot of businesses have,
Yes.
actually have gone out of business. They've
Yes.
lost a lot of money. So that's good that you've been able to find your way during this time.
Yes, and I'm
So,
sure those companies is gonna pick up. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna find a new blueprint to push forward, and they're gonna continue in it because they were able to land in the first blueprint. They just gotta, you know, accept the whole thing going on. It's a lot of money lost.
oh yeah. So speaking of family, tell us about your support system, good or bad.
I have a good support system. Oh, I started this so long ago that when I started when I was in my teenage years when I was 15, nobody understood what I wanted to do. Nobody understood what I was saying. Nobody understood how far I wanted to go, the level of things that I really wanted to achieve. And everything that I was saying was foreign to everybody around me. And everybody was going through what they was going through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's in the beginning it's like you don't have a support system. It's like it don't exist. You have to depend on God. I'm a strict believer in God. I strictly depend on Him. That's where I go to. That's where I get everything. That's how I get my power. That's what it is. That's what this is. So you have to stick there. That's like the main support system, and then you grow through that. You grow through your challenges because a lot of stuff you got to face by yourself. And so then when it come back around, you know what I'm saying. Now in my adult years, the ones that's able to support me fully and wholeheartedly is my aunt, who I call my mom. She's my spiritual mom. My mom, my birth mom, she's able to support me now. My little cousins, who I claim as my little brother and my little sister, and my other little sister, and my best friends, Donnie and Jasmine. Y'all be able to follow them too, cause they got their own thing going on. And y'all gonna see them when you see me. And my other main business partner, Latanya, who gonna have an interview, so you gonna see her. You hear me? Facts. Great support system. Like I love them. My man, he a great support system. Like shout out. And that's about it for real. It's like nah. It's people that support me though. It's people that's been supporting me since I started. Like since I came out and I was doing poetry when I was 20. I started performing. It's been a whole lot of people that support. Like it's a lot of people that support for real, for real. And I greatly appreciate the support. And they know I appreciate the support. Period.
You're gonna have even more supporters after this because at the end we'll make sure we get your social media and we'll all
Yes.
follow and support you as well.
Yes, yes, y'all better.
So what is it that you hope to achieve with your business?
Hmm. I hope to achieve a stamp in time bringing together humanity with unconditional love, showing unconditional love, teaching unconditional love, allowing unconditional love to go through generations for them to have better chances each time a generation is brung upon humanity, for them to have greater knowledge, greater wisdom to fuck up the world. Like that's my plan. That's what I want to do. That's what we gonna do.
Yeah, I know that's right. So how will you impact the community?
Oh, I'ma love them.
Okay.
I'ma love y'all.
Love.
I'ma love y'all. And we gonna jug y'all. I'ma love y'all, and through love we gonna heal. And through healing we gonna chop it up together. We gonna grow together. We gonna build together. Like that's how we gonna rock.
Okay. So I have a question. Coming from my standpoint, a producer, or let's talk about some of the artists that are here.
Mhm.
What would make us want to work with you or collaborate?
Um. Well, it's many services that I can offer you guys that's beneficial, that will bring in revenue for you on your own, revenue that we can make together. As far as you being a producer, my son, He want to be a producer. He's gonna be a future producer. I would definitely offer at first ask you if you have a mentorship. If you don't have a mentorship, I will offer you and to get in a mentorship because there are a lot of young men and women, girls that want to become producers that's into music that you can pitch it to. You can pitch it to their parents. You can pitch it to them and they can pitch it to their parents. And then their parents will pitch it to their friends who will pitch it to their kids. And it'll just keep going and continue on. And it'll start building you a name. It'll build you a stamp in history. The kids will forever know you. They will forever keep you. You'll always be that mentor that showed them the things that they needed to know and what it is
Okay.
they wanted to do.
Now let's talk about your spot downtown Cincinnati.
Yes.
So once again, as a producer, artist, how can I utilize your spot? Like, what if I want to do a photo shoot, or if my
Yes.
artist wants to do a video shoot?
Come through. What you want to do is you want to follow me on Instagram at Jardani's View, and then you want to DM me and you want to say, "Well, I would like to book a photo shoot or a video or a slot for an interview on this day at this time," and then we will go from there. You know what I'm saying? It is very, 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 very affordable
Okay.
for the artistry, for the greatness, for the content that you will receive out of Buttercup.
Yeah.
Like,
And that would be great for independent artists.
yes,
So looking for to keep it
independent
within a
artists
budget.
and sets. Sets if you're doing movies, if you're doing short films, if you're doing skits. You know what I'm saying? You could come down there. You can set up like my gallery. My expression shop is set up to where I switch the sets, where I cover up the sets. These are sets, like you can use them. So you could set up a whole scene, a whole living room scene if you want to. Film your living room scene, chop it out, go somewhere else to your next location. But this is open to creatives for us to come together, be together, create together, learn together, grow together.
Okay. Well, speaking of creating, tell us about your creative process.
My creative process is very simple. I pray, I go to God, I receive, I act. That's about it. I don't do nothing, no major, nothing out there. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, it's struggling. It's sometimes I don't understand certain things. We go up the third, but I don't question nothing. I show up. I get up, I show up. That's my process.
Okay. Now, what advice would you give to someone who's wanting to start their own business? I know you've been doing this for a while now, so um, and let's talk about it in all aspects. You know, from an artist, I mean, business is business, so work ethic. So let's talk about that. What advice would you give to that person?
I would tell you to study first. I would tell you to study first. Regardless of what it is that you're doing, what your craft is, I would say study your craft first. Practice makes perfect. Um, you don't even have to study like the best person in your craft, right? But it's wise to study the person that is very successful in the field that you would like to proceed or the craft that you have. And then it's wise to find out who taught them. It's wise to find out who put them on. It's wise to find out who helped them, who they know. Because it comes down to who you know in business. So if you take the time to study all the knowledge that you need for the craft that you have, practice everything, every step that you would need, from showing up on time, from breaths, from performing, from interacting with the crowd, from interacting with your clients, landing meetings, like everything you want to study. Study. A great 2 years of study will put you a great 10 years ahead. So that will be my greatest advice to anybody, because everybody just want to jump into something, or everybody just want to do something. Even people that been doing something and jumped into it and been doing it and been doing it, they still in the same certain type of cycle. That's not getting them forward. They just in a cycle that keep them relevant or keep them noticeable or something like that. It's not pushing them forward because they didn't take that time to study the correct information that they needed to gain that forwardness. So study, 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 study. Keep studying.
I can agree with that. Took me about 2 to 3 years of studying. So, and I think you mentioned earlier that you recommend 2 years, two
Yes.
years of studying before
Minimum.
diving in. Okay.
Yes, minimum before like just like oh this what I want to do. 2 years minimum.
Okay. And one last question I want to ask before we get your social medias. There's something else that you do. I'll let you tell a little bit about it, but I think it's interesting. I think you should share it so we can understand
Well,
your personality a little bit more.
um, I'm a free spirit. I am very much so into nudity. If nudity was not against the law, I would be a very naked woman walking the land, and I love it.
That means she would be naked on the couch.
I
So
would be
yeah, I
naked on the
understand.
couch. I would just have my heels on because I love these heels. Shout out to my mom. And I would have my earrings on. I would have my makeup on. My hair would be up. I would have something on my nipples because I like to be bedazzled and stuff like that. Like, yep. But that'll be that though.
Awesome. So where can we find you? Business website, social medias. Just tell people.
Social media. Jardani's View on Instagram. JARD as in dog. ANISV as in van. IEW. I'm right there. I probably pop up soon as you start typing in a weird Jordan part. And then on Facebook, it is Jardani Wise. So it's JARD as in dog, ANI space W as in win, ISE Wise. You can find me. Just hit me up. The information right there in my bio. As soon as you go to my Instagram, information in my bio if you ever want to just come to the shop or whatever. But you can always DM me and we can always go from there. Always checking them. It's always open.
Well, Jordani, it's been a pleasure interviewing you.
Yes.
We talked about so many things before the interview, but this was
Yes, we
awesome. So,
did.
yes, everybody go and find her on
Yes.
Instagram, and she's right.
Right
As soon
now.
as you start typing in her name, about the fifth letter, it's going to bring it up for you.
Yeah.
Did that for me.
Yes.
I just wanted to end it with that,
Yes.
and I just think you're an awesome soul, and
Thank
I want
you.
to talk more about the spiritual advising and all that at the end of this.
Thank you.
But once again, this is Reveal Live,
Yes.
streaming live on Twitch. We're located in Middletown, Ohio right now at Bar
Mhm.
2. And once again, this is Sarah Beats representing for the females from Columbus, Ohio. So it's that time.
Yay.
Female producers, female artists, female business owners,
Yes,
you name
yes,
it.
yes, yes, yes.
Thank you.